has the opportunity to nominate for the Distinguished Alumnus Award any member. And this year we have a wonderful recipient of this excellent award. This is the 4th year that we've given this. The award recipient this year attended Missouri Boys State in 1987 from Clarkton High School. And he was a citizen of Shelby City, presently known as Carnahan City. He was a lawyer. He tried several cases before the Supreme Court here at Boys State. And following high school, he went to Southeast Missouri State University where he studied political science. And he went on to graduate from Mizzou Law School. And his journey of public service began shortly after law school, where he started working for the Dunklin County Prosecutor's Office in Kennett, Missouri. Serving there in that capacity, he worked to improve the lives of his fellow citizens by holding those accountable for their actions. His service was recognized by the voters of Dunklin and Stoddard counties when in 1998 and 2002 he was elected and re-elected to the Missouri State House of Representatives. During those two terms in the House, he fought for the redesign and streamlining of the Missouri Criminal Code and became the lead sponsor for the most amount of criminal code legislation during his tenure. And in 2002, the State Circuit Court for Dunklin and Stoddard counties appointed him as the Commissioner of the 35th Judicial Circuit Treatment Courts, where he now administers an effective treatment program to assist drug and alcohol offenders. He supervises as well 2 DWI courts. In these courts, the recidivism rates, which is when an offender repeats bad behavior, are now down to nearly 5%. This means that his treatment programs are effective at a 95% success rate. That's amazing. He also supervises a family treatment court to assist in providing safe, nurturing, and permanent homes for children while simultaneously providing parents the necessary support to become drug and alcohol abstinent. He is someone that is committed to full treatment and rehabilitation of individuals to ensure that they continue to live a good life. And 5 years ago, we were honored when he answered another call to service and returned to come on the Boys State staff, where he serves today as a highly respected senior legislative counselor in the legislative school and the lead counselor for the House of Representatives. Phil is committed and has been during his time at Boys State to ensuring the citizen experience mirrors what the real-world legislature does as much as possible. In addition to everything that I've already mentioned, this year he went above and beyond the call to serve when he partnered with the Missouri Veterans Commission, the American Legion, and other organizations to ensure the preservation of veterans treatment courts, which use volunteer veteran mentors and veterans family support organizations to help defendants engage in treatment and counseling. Gentlemen, this is a man who has been committed to serve the public for over 20 years in a variety of aspects. I know that spark was lit right here at Boys State. Today, he lives in Kennett, Missouri with his wife, Bethany, and their 2 sons. And we are very proud to welcome to the stage and deliver this Distinguished Alumnus Award to Judge Phillip Britt.
I sat in the seats that you're sitting in on Friday night in 1987. I had enjoyed my week. I'd had a good week. I had not had the kind of week that got me invited back on staff. And many of you have had that same experience. When I went home from Boys State, life went on. For the next 20 years or so. But during that time, there were several occasions as I matured and became a prosecutor and then a state legislator that I thought Boys State would be a great opportunity for me to give back. finally, about 7 years ago, I ran into I talked to a man who was a friend of mine. He's a judge down in southwest Missouri. His name's Alan Blankenship. And he mentioned to me that he had something to do with Boys State. I had no clue that he had had something to do with Boys State for decades. I said to him, do you think there'd be a way that I could contribute at all to the legislative school or the legislative process at Boys State? He said, I think that would be a great fit. He said, I will talk to the dean of the legislative school and he will be in touch with you. The next year, I was here on staff. I'd been gone for over 20 years. Not the traditional path to staff at Boys State. I'm astonished when I think about how long some of these individuals have been here and how dedicated they've had to be here for 10, 20, 30, 40 years and more. The dedication that they show inspires me every year. There are ways that you can serve as soon as you go home. You've heard Adam's discussion about the Alumni Association. Every one of you can be members of that Alumni Association. Go back. Talk to the guys in your school who will be juniors next year. Tell them what kind of experience you had. Look for people in your community or businesses or organizations in your community who will sponsor a young man just like yourself to come here next year and celebrate the 75th session of Missouri Boys State. I never had the opportunity to serve. My father served during the Korean conflict. My grandfather served during World War I. My grandfather was a Legionnaire. In fact, my grandfather was a member of American Legion Post No. 1 in Paris, France. The Legion means a lot to me. I was not able to be a part of the American Legion, but I am proudly a part of the Sons of the American Legion, the squadron that was formed right here at Missouri Boys State. Anyone who's been a part of Missouri Boys State and who has a father or grandfather who served this country during war and could be eligible for the American Legion can be a member of the Sons of the American Legion. That's a way you can give back as well. I'm proud to receive this award. There are so many people that are undoubtedly more deserving than I, but I humbly accept it and say to you, now's the time to serve. Thank you.
We'll close the curtain and